It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Hawks and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
We have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at FirstEnergy Stadium in Cleveland. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, Baker Mayfield of the Browns.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. JoJo Natson now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his fourth season now from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jordan Brooks able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Here comes Reed. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense ready to go here for the first time, and leading them is the 7-time Pro Bowler in his 10th year now in the NFL, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. This complete to Lockett.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. JoJo Natson back deep. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Darrell Taylor. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Reed. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson dancing to his left. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! Chris Carson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is JoJo Natson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. To return it, it's Nansen. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our players spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Reed wrestling ahead. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jordan Elliott, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll find Everett there, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jordan Elliott able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And in his 2nd year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year, expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mayfield with it once more. Flush to his right, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14 to 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Wilson being chased out left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. L.J. Collier. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So they went gutsy. Instead of getting some space with a conservative run, they throw the football and a big 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, that's just what I said, wasn't it? Didn't I say they were going to throw the ball?
Revisionist history.
That's right. Well, I took a shot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Right there. 54, right there.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
All day. Sack City. Sack City.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. from the gun, Mayfield. They still can't get it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for Cleveland first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Week 7. The Browns still made the playoffs, but boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Push him back. Push him back.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind, and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but now it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is, how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Benson Mayowa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Chubb running right. And he's got room. He's at the 30, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 67 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Not much there, only a yard.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Our last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. Into the secondary past the 40. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt, because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Wilson, forced out to his left. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Returning it, here's Natson.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position and the turnover to cash this one in. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Reed returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here we go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
On first down, Wilson, flush to his right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, Looks like an extra step was involved.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw again on second down. Wilson steps away to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. To return it, it's Nansen. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Mayfield on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. With the points
points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Touchdown, Browns! Kareem Hunt from 3 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Following the
the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Reed. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. That interception the last go-around when they were out there, 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field, but when you picked off 4 passes,
they want to stay out.
They want to stay out there and not just pad their stats, but really give themselves a game to remember and a game to play off of the rest of the season.
And they'll be looking for turnover number 5 now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Here's Carson. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now a give right side. Carson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Returning it, here's Nansen. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Darrell Taylor, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Wilson will throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And the Seahawks have got 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Now Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The interception blows. They just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First down, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carlos Dunlap getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken right around the 44. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks take back over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender...
They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melt.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carlos Dunlap. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlos Dunlap. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Here comes Reed. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing is Wilson, rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
As many games as the 2 of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Now it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now, as with every potential turnover, you're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson being chased out left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. To return it, it's Nansen.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Mayfield on play action. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield to throw it. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Benson Mayowa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson wants to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on third, and then the tables turned.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.